Hi, and welcome to the Freedom Law Group Law Library. In this video, we're diving into the federal income tax paradox, a topic that reveals one of the most significant and deliberate deceptions in American history. By the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of Americans have been filing and paying federal income taxes under the false belief that they're legally required to, and why they're not, and how you can legally and safely exit the federal income tax system forever. The paradox begins with a fundamental contradiction. Direct taxes, like federal income taxes, violate the original Constitution, yet the federal income tax does not violate the Constitution. That's an important paradox. I'll say it again. Direct taxes, like federal income taxes, violate the original Constitution, yet the federal income tax does not violate the Constitution. How can this be? The answer lies in a deliberate manipulation of the law that confines the application of federal income taxes to the statutory United States, which is explicitly defined in tax law as the District of Columbia and its territories. This means that residents of the 50 states of the Union, the constitutional United States, are not legally required to file or pay federal income taxes unless they voluntarily choose to do so. The original Constitution, specifically Article 1, Section 9, Clause 4, prohibits the federal government from imposing unapportioned direct taxes on individuals in the 50 states. The Supreme Court reinforced this principle in the landmark Pollock v. Farmers Loan and Trust Co. decision in 1895, declaring a federal income tax unconstitutional. This decision created a major obstacle for those seeking to consolidate federal control over the economy through taxation. However, the introduction of the 16th Amendment in 1913 appeared to overcome these constitutional restrictions by granting Congress the authority to levy income taxes without apportionment among the states. The truth, however, is far more complex and deceptive. The 16th Amendment did not overturn the Constitution or the Supreme Court's ruling in Pollock. Instead, it created a parallel system of taxation that applies exclusively within the jurisdiction of the statutory United States. This jurisdiction includes the District of Columbia and other federal territories, but does not extend to the 50 states of the Union. The entire system hinges on the redefinition of key terms like state and United States in the federal income tax laws. According to 26 U.S.C. Paxtar 77019 and 10, the term United States is defined as the District of Columbia and its territories. Similarly, the term state includes only the District of Columbia. These definitions exclude the 50 states of the Union, creating a legal framework in which federal income taxes apply only to individuals within the statutory United States. However, most Americans are unaware of these definitions and assume that the terms state and United States refer to the 50 states. This assumption is the foundation of the deception that has led millions of Americans to believe they are legally obligated to file and pay federal income taxes. The federal government cannot compel residents of the 50 states to file and pay federal income taxes because doing so would violate the Constitution. Instead, the system relies on voluntary compliance. When individuals file their taxes for the first time, they sign the 1040 confession form, declaring themselves to be U.S. individuals under penalty of perjury. By signing this form, they voluntarily elect to become statutory taxpayers, placing themselves under the jurisdiction of the federal income tax system. Before filing, they had no legal obligation to pay federal income taxes, as they were protected by the Constitution and their status as American nationals. Once they make this election, however, it can be argued they are legally obligated to file and pay taxes for the rest of their lives unless they take specific steps to revoke this election. Congress knew the system was deceptive and unconstitutional for residents of the 50 states, so they created a legal remedy, the revocation of election process. This process, outlined in 26 U.S.C. Paragraph 6013 G4A, allows individuals who have previously elected to be treated as taxpayers to terminate that election by submitting a formal statement to the Secretary of the Treasury. By revoking this election, individuals can legally exit the federal income tax system and reclaim their status as non-taxpayers. The paradox is intentional. By redefining terms like United States, and state, Congress created a system that appears to apply universally but is legally limited to the District of Columbia and its territories. This semantic deceit has led generations of Americans to believe they are legally required to file and pay federal income taxes, even though no such obligation exists for residents of the 50 states. Through voluntary compliance, millions of Americans have unknowingly placed themselves under the jurisdiction of the federal income tax system. While this system is unconstitutional for American nationals in the 50 states, it is entirely legal for those who voluntarily elect to participate. Understanding the federal income tax paradox is crucial for reclaiming your constitutional protections and freeing yourself from the federal income tax system. If you're ready to exit the system forever and take control of your financial freedom, click the link below this video to learn more about the revocation of election process. The choice is yours.